Welcome back, Danger Cats, to another episode of Pro Tips with a Dipshit, the show where we teach you things that your coach forgets to teach you. That's why they hired me, to make sure the knowledge comes across clean and clear. And as we all know right now, it's flu season. And I know some of you hockey players out there, when you look at the schedule and you got to play the reservation, you come down hard with the native flu. Well, I'm going to show you how to fight the native flu today.
Fucking slash me again, you little fucking shit. I'll fucking fuck you up.
First things first, whenever we're dealing with teaching the children about anything around the game of hockey, boom, a little lip dinner. This stuff right here is known to increase brain activity by 69%. Now that we got a big old lip dinner in us, I'm ready to spew knowledge to the youth and really help them cure the native flu. What is the native flu, Uncle Hack? Well, it seems to be that when a young hockey player reads the schedule of that following week and knows that they are playing the reservation, a sickness seems to develop in this young hockey player, causing them to miss the game that weekend. What are some of the symptoms of the native flu, Uncle Hack? Some of the symptoms of native flu seem to be that the testes float up from the ball sack into the stomach. Also, the ball sack seems to follow behind the testes, creating a giant vagina between that young man's legs. Another symptom of the native flu seems to be a young hockey player will exert mass amounts of fear out of them. Also, be in a constant state of a cold sweat. Another thing that seems to happen is they lose all sorts of communication 48 hours between that game. There's no texting, no phone calls. You cannot even Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok them. Fuck, you can't even show up to their house the good old fashioned way because they seem to be missing and lost all sense of ability in their fingers to text, and their voice doesn't even work, causing them not to communicate to let you know that they will not be at the game that weekend. Now, Uncle Hack, how do we cure the native flu so that young hockey player can show up to the reservation and play that game of hockey? Well, after years of study and many seasons of hockey, we've come up with a few ways to cure the native flu. First one being, you're going to want to head down to the grocery store and get a giant pail of this. That's right, Vagisil. Since you want to act like a giant pussy, you might as well lather yourself up like one. Another cure for the native flu that we found, tell your buddy to come on over and make sure he doesn't forget his hockey stick. And get him to slash you repetitively in the stomach until your balls fall back down into your sack and you get rid of that giant vagina between your legs. Currently, these are the only two cures that we have come up with for the native flu. This horrendous sickness is causing hockey players across the nation to miss games all the time. And we are working day in and day out to make sure that we come up with a cure for the native flu so that pussy hockey players will show up and be a team player when games are tough. So be sure to tag a teammate that has come down with the native flu so we can help them cure them and make sure that they can make game day on the weekend and not be a giant labia. Also, if you head to dangercatshop.com, pick yourself up a hoodie, a hat, we got new products, and support your boy with his stripper habit and, well, his alcoholism. Thanks for tuning in, and don't be afraid to smash subscribe, tag an idiot that needs help curing the native flu. And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Pro Tips with a Dipshit.